So hi, I'm Alex. If you're new here, I am originally from England and I'm living in Ireland now. Been living in Ireland for, well, it's about 7 years, but it was only recently in January 2024 that we moved to where we currently are, quite rural with a little bit of land around us as well. Sorry, I should start by saying it is Easter weekend here, and we are just getting into having a bit of a spring clean. I think this is going to be the nicest day of the weekend here in Ireland, so we are making the most of that and just trying to have a clear out of the old cottage children's toys that they no longer play with, that we moved 10 miles down the road for them to still not play with. But our lessons learned, and we are going through all of those
I actually
things
left the
right
time
now.
lapse on for quite some time when I was sorting out the cottage and just generally trying to give it a tidy up. Although I think it still looks quite cluttered from this footage, but we definitely did, well, we filled a trailer full of stuff, so we did make progress, which is good. So I thought I would use this time just to answer some questions I've been getting about my relocating to Ireland. So as I said at the start of the video, I have lived in Ireland for about 7 years now, but we lived in like small towns before. So this is my first experience of living rurally. I have 0.25 acre around the main property, which is an old farmhouse, and then we have this additional sort of outbuilding, if you like. We call it the cottage because we since found out that it was another cottage many years ago. So we call it the cottage, and this is currently the mess that we are sorting through. When we moved in, we had nowhere to go with all of our stuff, and that's how it just ended up gathered in this space and for so long as well. I did have a question about, are people friendly here? Well, as friendly as it seems, because Ireland does have a really good reputation for being a very friendly, welcoming place. And I would say 100% yes. I've not experienced anything untoward, apart from the odd few comments, maybe people hiding behind their keyboards online, but otherwise, face to face every day in the community, you do get definitely a very warm welcome here. Everyone's experiences are different. Now, I did come here being married to someone that is from around this local area, so I think that immediately helped that I was able to adopt his family as, you know, the first port of call of who I knew here when I moved here. But it was really daunting because I moved here with two young children, one baby, one about to start school. So I did come here, and I really didn't know what to expect in terms of, you know, work as well. Because what I wouldn't recommend is, if you are going to relocate to another area or another country, is to definitely try and have job security lined up, because I didn't. You know, I was lucky to find a job within a month or so of being here, but I did take a huge risk in that we didn't have anything lined up. So if you can, like we did, we got to stay with family members. So that's what obviously helped us and was our buffer. But I wouldn't recommend just up in sticks without some kind of job security at the other end. So back to the property itself and the location, a lot of people are asking, oh, how do you get about? You must definitely need cars. What's the transport, like public transport like? And yeah, number one, you definitely need a car to get about here. I mean, I wouldn't even want to walk the road, that the sort of main road that I'm close to. I wouldn't even want to walk that, because unfortunately, although it's a country lane, cars do come really fast down it. So I do have to be prepared to get in my car if I want to go anywhere. Now, eventually, I may feel brave enough to start venturing out a bit more in terms of walking around locally, but you definitely couldn't walk to the local shops or anything like that. They're about 4 or 5 miles away. And to get to my nearest bus stop, again, I'd have to go about 3 or 4 miles up the road. So, because I couldn't imagine not driving, living out here. So, yeah, that's a bit more about sort of where we are in terms of location.
So if you'd like to, please do consider subscribing. I'd love if you want to follow along, and just again, it'll be videos of what we get up to here, projects around the house, as we moved into a house that does require quite a bit of work done to it, but also a bit of just country life, I suppose.